Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to just check that it's working? This is working fine? It's okay? Such a big sky. No, I'll never take the haze or blue skies for granted again. I think that's one of the things I like about living here. That sky. You know, for years it was just so grey, so now whenever it's blue sky, I really like sitting outside in the morning, looking out my whole patch of Kampung Tungku. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the colour blue. Even when I do lighting for shows, people always say, oh, you like to use blue a lot. And sometimes I think when I get out of KL, I always think, oh, Malaysia is such a pretty country. It really is such a beautiful country. But even when you're just cycling, you see things from a different perspective. Really, just look up. All the sort of daily noise, the petty noise, the politics can disappear for a while. Of course, there's always noise. Wherever you go, there's always noise. But there's other things as well, like trees and grass and blue. Gosh, it's such a beautiful day. You know, it's been so difficult the last week with everything that's going on in the country and the sense that politics is taking over our lives. It's just everyone claims that they're doing things because they love this country. I don't even know what that even means. But actually there's something about this Tanah Air. Even though we don't see much Tanah, much air, these patches of green. I don't really want to give up on this blue horizon. I can't think about anything but politics right now. I don't want to. I want to stop thinking about failure of the systems, UMNO coming back into power through the back door with Bersatu. I don't want to talk about all the chicanery, mess, and how everybody's feeling quite heartbroken. I want to think about important things like quiet roads, making art, life and death. There's a cemetery nearby. There's lots of cemeteries in Kampung Tungku. I think it's one of the reasons I like it. Not in a morbid way, but you know, just reminds you that death comes to everyone at the end. And so all this politicking, all this unnecessary grabbing for power and lust for an ambition. It's all quite for nothing, you know. It's Macbeth all over again, vaulting ambition. It's a nice mosque. Means nothing for a lot of people, really. Pretend to be good, really not. Okay, I sound very judgmental. Oh look, this coconut trees. I really love coconut trees. You don't see so much of them in Malaysia anymore. I used to see a lot of them when I was young. I think we should have more coconut trees. There's another one. That's good. Good old Kampong Tungku coconut trees. We should have a lot more of that. So what do we do now? Now that country is in this difficulty, and I've been thinking, you know, want to make art, want to make theatre, want to make our lives not be dominated by this narrative of power, and that government be a boring thing, government just to make good roads and clean the drains and pick up the rubbish. But instead our politics is far more dramatic than any of our theatre, any of our art dominates our lives. And you cycle and you think, no, actually, yeah, there's some bumps on the road, of course. Have to watch out for the bumps on the road. But there is blue sky ahead. I wake up sometimes and I sit outside with the cats and just work in the outdoors and look at the frangipani tree growing, and everything seems very right. You kind of want your life to be this dull little place, so that what can be not dull is your imagination, your thoughts. We're all getting far too overexcited because our politics dominates us. It's like a dog humping your leg, trying to dominate you. Yeah, it's annoying. I mean, I know the dog can't help it, but I suppose politicians can't help humping your leg either. They think you like it. You really don't. You're just trying to get them off. When they look so pleased with themselves. Don't get me wrong, I really like dogs. Don't like a lot of politicians, but I really do like dogs. So I want to make a work about what's going on in the world. Trying to come together with some people to make us look differently. Look at the actual world that exists without what we've marked on it. What is that land? What is that water? Who does it belong to? It belongs to itself. We try to contain it, we try to control it. We don't give it much access. Yeah, we give it a bit. Yeah, we pond it up a little bit, like here. Turn it into some brackish water. I mean, it's better than nothing. Yeah. You see, why are we so drawn, or why am I so drawn? I think why are people so drawn to waters, so elementals? It's like a womb. It makes us feel safe and secure. It's powerful. It's more powerful than us. It can destroy us. So it comforts you at the same time. It's a terrifying force. It's very Kali in that way. Very Kali-like force. I think of how much we put concrete on everything. Gosh, this view. That's our landscape. And we have to ride an iron horse to traverse this landscape that we've made. Despite that, it's so beautiful because we can't have real estate on the sky. Well, not yet. So that's pretty much been left alone. That's the other thing, it's a sense of neighborhood I like. I wake up in the morning sometimes and there's somebody playing the piano badly down the road, and it's a dog barking, neighbors doing things outside their houses. I think it's about these smaller communities that you build. It's not about this large idea of nation. Ideas of nation are dangerous and unnecessary. You want just nation and government not to interfere with your life. You want them just to do their job, like other people do their jobs, like judges do their jobs, or lawyers, or doctors, or engineers, and everyone just gets on with it. No one needs to be told they're better because they have a particular job. It's such a strange thing that we create these hierarchies and create VIPs and eulogize and praise. It's really unnecessary. I mean, we're like ants in this world. Really silly when some ants think they are slightly more important than another ant. Well, this is my clump of earth. That's my rules on this clump of earth. Silly ants. Oh, excuse me. Every time I sneeze now, I think coronavirus. I had a dream the other night that I woke up and found I had coronavirus. Yeah, it wasn't nice. I was taken somewhere and quarantined. And I was told that I had infected a lot of other people, so I felt really bad. Because I didn't mean to. I didn't know I had it. But they made me feel really bad. Yeah, I don't know who they were, but they put me in a room and locked it. No idea why I would dream that I had the coronavirus. I suppose it's on everybody's mind, so it's going to go into our subconscious and into our dreams as well. Capture. It's a more Southeast Asian sound than a cup chai. Sound of sputtering diesel, sound of a dirty engine. I don't know, somehow I find it kind of comforting. Well, unless it's somebody trying to snatch your handbag, not so comforting. Can't stop looking at the sky. Is it always this big? It's always been this big. I used to think you'd have to go away sometimes to look at the sky. Actually, the sky is this big even in Kampong Tungku. I think maybe it can be a new ruling for the new government. Every day they have to go out and look at the sky for at least 10 minutes, get some perspective, see how big it is, see that 3 people riding on a motorbike is not the safest thing. Do something to help people like that. All these ministers riding around in their huge expensive limos, or in the case of Kelantan, Mercedes-Benz, many of them. Yeah, but they're religious people, right? They need Mercedes to get to heaven. I think it's a Mercedes, unless it's a BMW. I think it's a Mercedes. Somehow when I look at this kind of sky, I really think it's very hard to believe that there's this literal heaven. People think lies just beyond that. It's huge, our universe. Just one of many planets with some kind of life force on it. Not a very terribly clever life force either. I mean, clever in some ways, brilliant really. I mean, can't deny human beings are very smart. Animals are smarter. They're just quieter about it. They're just dominant, that's all. I really don't like dominance actually of any kind. Dominating landscapes, dominating the way people think. Maybe I like cycling. It's like water. Just move where you can go. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you, as water, need to find a slightly different path so you can get somewhere. Not every path is open to you. If that path is blocked, you just move another way. Find another way. That way of water. I didn't realize how much like water cycling was. Just the traffic makes me nervous. Yeah. I'm not very good with my rights and my lefts. I get confused. I think I'm a bit dyslexic. I'm definitely dyslexic. Hand dyslexic, rights and lefts as well. Can't dance. Well, I can, but not on beat. I suppose everyone can dance. Yeah, everyone has their own time their own rhythm, their own beat. You move according to that music that you hear. I think it's okay as long as you hear some kind of music. We all hear some kind of music. That was a nice piece of music, just there. And then that sound, music of the cars. Such a choral effect. I think all these ways, all these the waterways somewhere before, more waterways. What would it be like if we could cycle past streams and all the things that would live on the sides of those streams? I'd like to live near a river. I'd like to live near a stream. I'd like to see what's living by the river. All kinds of things live by the river. I think insects and small animals, birds. When you get rid of water, you get rid of so much life. You have a little bit of water, and you get some life. I mean, the water in those drains, those drains there. I'm sure they have all kinds of interesting things. Definitely need more rivers and streams in our city. In Kampung Tengku, not just ponds. I remember living in India, and we would go to visit the canals, and we'd swim down the canals. Of course, they're all man-made, but anything man-made, when it's been around for a while, and you let nature take over. Nature really does take over quite quickly. Those canals had incredible banks of grass and wildlife for miles and miles, and you jump into the canal and you just lie on your back, and the canal will just take you down for miles. You just swim for miles because the current would take you. And at some point you'd have to swim towards the riverbank and just clutch onto the grass and stop yourself and then pull yourself up, because then you have to walk back all the way up the canal back to where your friends were. But I suppose it's like skiing or tobogganing, like you ski all the way down that hill and then you've got to go back. You climb all the way up the hill and then you just have that wonderful trip down the hill. It's just fantastic. And then you've got to trudge back. It's worth it. Well, it's not near. They don't live near a river. They live near the sea, but there's not much sea in Kampung Tengku. There used to be rivers there, and streams. You see kind of residue sometimes, but they have been covered up by drains. You know, the Damansara River, such a massive river, bisects KL, but we never see the river anymore. We just see condominiums with the names Damansara, areas named Damansara. We don't see the Damansara River. I guess all the rivers are underneath us now. All the streams are underneath us now. Well, here are the cemeteries. I like this road. I think it's the cemeteries on either side. Chinese cemetery, Malay cemetery. My sister's buried in one of them. My sister, who became a Christian. Well, my mother made her a Christian, baptized her a Christian. The rest of us are not, a Hindu, but that's a long story. Not for this cycle ride. But she's here. This is where the cemeteries meet the crematoriums at the intersection of this junction. All roads lead to death. I love cemeteries, actually. Wish we would have more well-planted cemeteries with big trees, like the cemeteries in France, where you really can go and visit them, and they're so restful. I think it's always good to be reminded. Hello, dog. Hi. It's always that one dog who really is interested when you pass by. I guess he wishes he could join you. It's a lovely, lovely sky. And there are hills still. Rises, ups and downs. This hill is a bit steep. Yeah. It's hard on the legs. Such a nice blue. With crows. And traffic sounds. Lots of traffic sounds. Breathing. Just breathe. It'll be okay. Just breathe. We'll be alright. Just breathe. We'll be okay. We always are. Just breathe. Breathe. Breathe.